We've adopted a new approach to how we're using tower cranes. It's really questioning the market. It's questioning our clients about how they're approaching lifting on a project, and it's really flipping the whole traditional method on its head, and we're saying let's fit the crane to the project and not the project fits the crane. We're replacing crawler cranes, traditional lifting methods, with large-scale heavy lift tower cranes, where we get efficiency through things like having a larger working radius on the crane, where the cranes can sort of work in a radius from 10 metres out to 120 metres and still have heavy lift capacity in close and have a big capacity out far. And in practice, I mean, what that really means is it drives efficiency, it de-risks the project, and it gives a client better certainty on reaching their scheduled target dates. I mean, I suppose it comes down to the way tower cranes are designed compared to traditional cranes. And if you look at the codes that are used to design a tower crane, and for example, the wind speed that a tower crane has to work in compared to traditional lifting methods, and that alone has a massive increase in productivity. And we saw that on a large LNG project we did in Western Australia, where we had a data logging system set up on our crane, which we've got across our whole fleet. And we could use that data logging system then to go back and look over a period of time and calculate utilisation of the crane. And we could compare that against the utilisation reports for the other traditional lifting methods. And on that particular project, over a 9-month period, we got a 98% utilisation rate out of the crane, whereas opposed to the traditional lifting methods, they're down around about 60%. So that is a huge benefit and flow-on effect for the project. Yeah, well, we've really been working predominantly in Australia in the last few years. We've been through a big mining boom and an oil and gas boom in Australia for the last few years. And so the cranes really were predominantly there. We did do a job in the Middle East, which was our first job. But we've taken these cranes and this technology now into an urban environment, into the major cities of Australia, and we're currently expanding internationally. We've won some projects internationally, and we're continuing on the march across the world. Yeah, well, we're currently working in Dubai. We've won some big project in Bahrain. We've got a job that we're working on, a major job working on here in the UK. And we're also currently talking with clients about some upcoming works in the US. The UK project, I really can't talk too much about it, but you'll see us here in the not too distant future, and you certainly won't miss us when we're here. So yeah, in North America, we've got clients who we've been working with in other parts of Australia and other parts of the world, and they're now taking us into that market. So again, that's not in the too distant future. But yeah, we should pop up there pretty soon.